Hey, Mr. DeSeo, how's it going?
Hey, Doc.
Hey, Brittany. Hey, baby. What's going on?
I adopted her. I've had her about 2 months. Got to noticing she's got some masses in her mammaries. And I'd like you to look at them.
Okay.
See what's going on. She's had them removed before.
Let's get her up here on the table.
My dog Brinney is pit mixed. I met Brinney at another vet's office when I was having my older dog put to sleep. She knew my other dog was sick. She just laid her head on the lap and didn't want to move. It just took me totally off guard.
You say she developed some more masses under her abdomen on her breast area?
Yes.
How old is Brittany again?
Approximately 2.5.
When you adopted her, I'm assuming she already had these pre-existing conditions, or?
Yes. There was one tumor had been removed.
Okay, so that's why this portion of the mammary is already missing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What I'm feeling are 6 separate compartmentalized masses. This is definitely concerning to me. I believe that we're dealing with something that's not good. So, I definitely see this larger mass here. And the good thing is it doesn't seem to be connected actually to the skin. You see I can remove it with my fingers here. So it's actually in the mammary tissue. It's not upon the abdominal wall. Then the rest of these here, they're definitely looser.
There's more?
Yes, sir. I feel them on this side as well. The reason that masses would regrow in the area that they were previously removed is because the tissue that they're involved in still remains. When we're dealing with the mammary mass, breast cancer is a real concern. I like to start with an overall exam on her, and then we definitely want to shoot x-rays. The reason I want to do the x-rays is anytime we have a cancer, it can sometimes spread. And that'll give us a heads up about how far this is or isn't, and then also to make sure that there's nothing abnormal going on with her. I got the results from the x-rays. What we're looking at is an x-ray of Brittany's chest. When we talk about spreading of cancer, the rule of thumb is that you have to have at least one well-circumscribed mass. I don't see anything in here well-circumscribed.
Good.
A circumscribed mass is a mass that's well-defined. I'll show you another view here, but there's nothing that tells me 100% that we're dealing with cancer.
Okay.
For now, it has not spread to her chest. I would be foolish if I didn't go ahead and remove those masses. Then we definitely should do some type of biopsy to see what it is.
Just praying for a positive outcome.
We'll get her all squared away. I want to keep her overnight. We'll get some blood work on her, make sure everything looks good with that. And if she all checks out, we'll go ahead and start surgery.
I'm gonna miss Brittany tonight. She normally sits on my lap like a kitten almost and go to sleep on me. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So I got Brittany. She's about 2.5-year-old female pit bull who developed some mammary masses. X-rays doesn't show any metastasis, meaning that it hasn't spread to anywhere in the body. But basically what I want to do is just get in there, remove those masses, making sure they don't get any larger, and hopefully we can get her up safe and sound and a lot happier. Ms. Linda, how are we?
Ready to go.
Let me get a 10 blade, would you?
Okay.
Please, ma'am. Thank you. Anytime we're doing a mastectomy, which is removing the mammary tissue, sometimes you have to remove so much that the skin is too tight and we won't be able to bring it back together. So I don't want to make the mistake of taking off too much.
Right.
And not being able to close it up. If I'm not able to close Brittany's incision, then it basically would have to remain open, which could lead to infection and actually lead to another surgery, and that can be very dangerous. All right, we got this chain here off, and this is all the mass here. I'm gonna set this over here so we can get a sample from it after surgery. I'm not gonna go take these other mammary glands off because they don't have any masses in them, and if it ever comes to the point where we need to take off the other mammae, then we will. I removed the mammary chains from Brittany. I'm ready to close her up, but I'm a little bit concerned because it seems like this closure is a little bit tight. So we got her stretched out over the table, and when we're stretching out our table, her skin's stretching.
It's taut.
So, right, it's real taut, so I'm not able to pull it because that's not a natural position for her to be like that. No dog lays like that. Okay, let's do this. Release her leg.
Just a rear, correct?
Just that
Okay.
one. Releasing Brittany's leg allows for the skin to kind of fall in a more natural state, and it allows me a little bit more room to kind of close up without all that tension. That's better. That's gonna make this a lot easier for us. All right, so we'll just do a little tacking here. There we go. We'll leave a little skin here for a rainy day. Brenny, you a soldier, baby, I tell you that. All right, how we doing over there?
Very good.
All right, Linda.
Yes, sir.
So I'm putting on the last suture here.
Brenny's surgery went really well. We got all the mass removed, and now I'm just gonna send out the mass to see if it actually is cancerous.
And we call this done, and this should heal just fine. All right, go ahead and get her recovered.
Okay.
And I'll be out there. Let me know if you need anything, all right?
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Brenny. Let's go see Dad. This way. This way.
Today I'm reuniting Brenny with her dad after her mastectomy.
Hey, look who I got.
Hey, baby.
She is excited to see you.
Brenny, she is definitely a fighter. After surgery, to have that much energy and be that happy to see me just, almost made me want to cry.
The surgery went really well, okay? We got to remove the mammary chains on the caudal aspect, meaning like on the back end of her. I did not remove the tissue up here because of how much tension would have been there with the closure. I wanted to make sure that we were able to get it closed properly. We could remove those to prevent it from growing in those breast chains, but if it's in the lymph nodes where it's kind of already is, based on the histopath, it's one of those things that we don't necessarily have to put her through it.
Does that mean that you got the results back from the lab?
Yes, sir. We got the results back, and it came back as cancer. However, cancer is one of those things that we can't necessarily beat all the time, but we definitely can deliver the best quality of life and optimize their life while we still have them here. And I think that with Brenny, she is very active, she's happy, she is acting like she wants to continue to live.
Delivering bad news is probably one of the hardest parts of my job. In this case, for Brenny, I was able to remove the mass, and it's gonna slow down the cancer. She's only 2.5 years old, so she's a very happy, vibrant dog. I just hope that, she can live a nice, full life to the extent that she can. And I know she's going to a loving home, and I know he's gonna take good care of her.
As far as the cancer goes, I just don't feel comfortable putting her through any more surgery, and if we can get another 2 or 3 years out of her, and good Lord willing, then that's great.